And as the mayor continues to recover from pneumonia, new information continues to come to light about her Healthy Holly books.
WJZ has team coverage of the ongoing controversy. Paul Gessler confirms yet another local organization wrote a check to the mayor for her children's books.
The totals for Catherine Pugh's children's book sales now approach $700,000 from at least 7 buyers. $500,000 from the University of Maryland Medical System, $114,000 from Kaiser Permanente, and $80,000 collected from multiple places through the nonprofit Associated Black Charities. Tuesday afternoon, another organization disclosed payments to Pugh and the Associated Black Charities. The Maryland Auto Insurance Fund donated $7,500 to Healthy Holly LLC in 2012 and another $5,000 to the Associated Black Charities the next summer.
I don't know why these checks were authorized. I don't know why they were sent out, but I know this. They would not be done today under our administration.
University of Baltimore ethics professor Fred Guy points to the conflict. All have done business through the state and city where Pugh wielded power. She sponsored and oversaw important legislation and funding measures surrounding the medical system on the Maryland Senate Finance Committee. Then, while mayor and a member of the city's Board of Estimates, she voted on spending millions of dollars in contracts awarded to Kaiser and Associated Black Charities. While Councilman Ryan Dorsey has asked the city inspector to investigate the Kaiser deal, Governor Hogan Monday asked the state prosecutor's office to open an investigation.
If a file hasn't been opened already, it seems inevitable at this point.
Former prosecutors and investigators say the possible criminal charges are beginning to stack up.
From potential tax fraud to campaign finance violations to perjury on these mandatory disclosures to old-fashioned bribery.
My goodness, $500,000 for purportedly providing 80,000 books. Quite frankly, I don't know of anyone that's found them yet. So then you ask yourself the question, well, did she also commit a felony theft crime?
Law and morality, law and ethics overlap sometimes, and I think in this case they clearly do. She is at least guilty of gross unethical behavior.
The mayor Monday evening announced a temporary leave, but multiple city council members, state officials, and experts are now calling for Pugh to outright resign.
We saw the uncertainty of not having a police commissioner for a year. Not knowing who the mayor is even worse.
I think she needs to come clean. I think she needs to step down. Clearly, she's not an ethical leader.
Now, we reached out to Mayor Pugh's private attorney tonight. He says by virtue of Governor Hogan sending that letter to the state prosecutor, that is one of 6 ways that the state prosecutor could open up an investigation. We reached out to his office, and they say they cannot confirm nor deny the fact that a file has been opened on Catherine Pugh. For now, we're reporting outside City Hall. Paul Gessler for WJZ.
Our coverage continues with Avajoy Burnett. She is live with more from the new acting mayor who vows to keep the city moving forward. Avajoy?
Well, Mary, this was a sudden change in leadership that took so many people by surprise. Today, the acting mayor, who'd only been on the job for a few hours, tried to reassure people that important work here in the city of Baltimore still being done.
I want them to continue to do their work while I do the work of moving the city forward.
That's the charge from acting mayor Jack Young to every department head across Baltimore City. On his first full day in the role, he vowed to keep the business of the city moving in the right direction, despite the controversy surrounding Mayor Catherine Pugh. The mayor had pneumonia and took a leave of absence right as controversy around her lucrative book deal started to grow. City Council member Brandon Scott, who chairs the Public Safety Committee, said the focus should be on crime reduction.
We know that the city is going through a transitional period, but we also know that the work must go on, and the most important issue facing the city of Baltimore today is the continued violence on our streets.
The main question still unanswered right now is what will happen next. Will Mayor Pugh return to lead the city? The governor has called for an investigation into her $500,000 book deal with UMMS at the same time that she sat on that board. And Councilmember Ryan Dorsey wants city officials to investigate too. He said the mayor's failure to resign immediately is self-serving.
I would rather that we were not in a state of limbo here. I'd rather that we were able to more promptly and swiftly move on.
Today, the acting mayor, Jack Young, who's been on city council for more than 2 decades, says he knows this has been really traumatizing for the city, but he says he also wants to be a stabilizing force. Live tonight, Avajoy Burnett for WJZ.